Welcome to Credit Union channel. I'm very happy to see you online today. So those who are very familiar with the Credit Union channel, this only channel providing technical and knowledge sharing on credit union development in Asia. If you are not subscribed, please go to the Ranjit Hettiarachchi YouTube account and subscribe so that you will able to see and put in the bell button so then you will able to see. We did it previously more on the tools and systems and proceedings as well as a skill development for technical stuff for our people. Today we're going to talk about very crucial subject on the leadership in cooperative in Asia. Precisely my skill is only credit union development, but anyhow, the credit unions are part of the cooperative. I believe that it will be also very important, those who really want to know about a cooperative. I am representing Asian Confederation of Credit Union. However, my presentation does not have any liability for the institution. It's my personal experience and reviews on the particular subject based on my 45 years experience on cooperative development. Let's come to the leadership. We as a childhood, our parents we consider as leaders, and then we go to the school, our teachers, and our religious institution, and our priests and monks, and of course go to the country. We very familiar with the leader who is leading. It's very clear, and to build something. So I think this is leading and build something. So I am here today because of my parents built me and helped me to grow. The teachers helped me to grow myself. So at the same way, in any institution today you are representing, it's built by the leaders. What I want to mention, the leadership, it's not the noun, it's not the position, it's the action. I think most important prominent speaker, John Maxwell, is very clearly indicating the leadership is moving. It is an action. It is not the noun. So let's put it this way, and our cooperative leadership. Comparing with the Asian cooperative, I do not much going to touch about the Korea and Japan, but I looking for other Asian countries. When you see our cooperative enterprise, I can see very clear picture. It's not either it is going to be a consumer or the multi-purpose or savings and credit. We are not in the front line in the business. We always look at like a substitute or maybe government welfare, social security. I like to make it to understand the credit union leadership has to do something with this. So let's see, that is my presentation. And also we like to have a very clear definition for me, credit union leadership. Leadership is not the position. It is moving. Whether based generally in traditionally we say board of directors are leaders, or we are manager are not the leaders. So, but we like to see leaders is who is leading the organization to move and forward. So that means definitely the CEO, board of directors, and senior management committees are all. I quoted the best definition. A great leader create more leaders. So let's see now the first session, can you identify during your overall leadership period, whether you lead around maybe 10 years, sometimes lifetimes, you say leaders, and how many leaders you create. So if you create leaders, there will be no vacuum, no gap when we come to the institutional transformations. I think Mahatma Gandhi is the great leader, and he bringing the momentum and then it's clear. My particular topic on the leadership has a various subheading. So that subheading, I like to make the various topics. I will not going to be more than 20 minutes in one video, and later on I go one by one. What makes great leaders? I think I will talk only today on that matter. What is the leadership all about? What are their attributes and skills? What is the leadership style? So, well, let's see. Greatest leadership principles, key leadership skill in a credit union, the way to develop the leadership in credit unions or cooperative you can look at. So I will be covering this one, but first my series on the leader, only one topic I'm going to talk. What makes a great leader? Let's see, there are say several points. I is the least word for the leaders. I see my experience, leaders does not say I did it, I doing, I am doing. No, leadership, we did it. Another one is very important. Do not think about leaders by himself. Look at, see the various leaders when you look at. So they lost themselves. They do not have a themselves their own. They go beyond themselves. That is why John Maxwell is saying that when it's come to the leadership level, you have to lose yourself. So then you will be better and providing. The leader always think about we and they think about the team. And also the leaders will give the success credit to we. I think now I give the two parameters to check yourself. Did you create how many leaders? So then you can see you are great leaders. Or still you are struggling. I do not create a leader and you want to remaining as a leadership. And see, wherever come to the any forum, any platform, we'll see when you speak about organization, do you say, I did it, I did it, I did it, we did it? Okay, please check it. This is not my statement. It is a Peter Drucker. Peter Drucker is a, I'm not going to explain, he's a management guru. So let's see what makes great leaders. Number one is his vision. He's very creative. All the great leader must have a vision for the future. So this is how we like to see the chairman or board of directors or CEO once get a position. You have to visualize what would be the institution within another 3 to 4 years time. What momentums you want to bring in. What is visualized? It's you are visualizing in mind. And also is not afraid of the challenges and change and risk. I think this is a very, very important part of the what make great leaders. Wherever all the changes who did it, so they have very clear vision of the future. As well as, in addition to that, they have a loyalty. So in the cooperative sector, the great leader has a very strong belief and confidence of the cooperative. It's very important to understand that cooperative is an enterprise. It's not the substitute of the political systems. It is not the substitute of welfare, social. It is an economic activity and generating. We know very well, one cannot do, we can do together. So this is a loyalty. He has a very strong loyalty on the cooperative principle. And he's follow integrity of the your institution and believe. Integrity is not looking about the money. Purely he is crystalline and visualizing his vision to the practice. And also understanding about what is our environment. He's able to make it the reality, and then he's a very good communicator, because leaders need to have a very good communicator skill, not to confuse people, not to make misunderstanding. So that means very clear with the vision and the loyalty, integrity, understanding, and communicator. Let's put it another values he has. He's a very humble person. So I think when I look at the experience, I have seen the great leaders. In initial stage, they were very humble people. But Later on, when the institutions are growing and they are become more proud by themselves, and they get by themselves ego, and this is they lost their humbles and approachable. Now also he was moving the people. Now he's not moving the people, and he's not at all approachable, and he is going to be a little bit higher. Always he create a gap and his followers and other people. Confidence and trust is a more important part of the leadership and the values, and he need to build the confidence on the trust of the people. And the best leaders are responsive of their members and their followers and their staff and investors and prospects. So this is whatever they are taking decisions. I have a lot of experience on this matter, the trustworthy and then also responsible. So from the crust from Asia, when starting from Pakistan to that go to the into Vietnam and that area, I can bring in the number of cases we lost the trust and we misuse and abuses of the leadership. So I think this is a very important. Those who want to be a great leader, they're extraordinary value-driven people. We can bring in the skill component. We can bring in the knowledge component on managing skill. Let's talk about the later one. Always enduring and improve themselves. So never ever going to say, I am the great knowledge. I am the only person know about everything. Let's move to the what is the leadership area. Ability to influence a group toward achievement of the vision and set of goals. The leader, if you are not able to influencing, you cannot force. You need to able to promote and influence other people to do more and better. So this is how the leadership is very important component. Leaders also not characteristics and reserved for the extraordinary. This is how very important the leaders to look at how they able to moving other people. And the good leaders always working in the team, never do it alone. So we're never going to do that. Are you willing to do and changing your behavior every day? It's a very important part. The leaders has to look at his changing environment, and he also has to look at something you don't know how to do it. You have to learn. So also credit union, also leaders also, are you willing to put yourself and awake put the place and really growth of the happiness with the sustained effort. So this is really important. Our leaders adapt to the changes environment. So this is a very important part. I will go the few exercise and then we will stop the today presentation. Again, a leader is collaborative and development. This is all human. Mission and vision and value is to create really enjoyable working environment and also capabilities builder for the develop the people, and also communication for the initiative in the organization, and compassion and understanding the role model and emotional intelligence is a very important part, and also carrier information and strategic data, and consciousness, seeking the both a risk taker and a team player, and he is a change agent. So this is how you can see is a great leader, attribute by skill and characteristics and some of the personal type, some of demonstrating and some may be managed. So all are human factor. This is my last slide on this one. I'll bring in the Abraham Lincoln's considered as one of the prominent leaders. So we're going to empathy of the team to see other perspective always, and knowledge acknowledge the team and share the credit union success and shared and blame or earlier, and refuse to compromise. This is very important. Listen to never lose sight of the strategic goal. This is very important. Use the communication to contact through the honesty and integrity and continue to improve. This is a way a man raised to improve himself very way to be can. So with that, I like to give this a first glance of the orientation of the leadership. What I put into here, kindly recheck and see how many values, how many charisma, how many qualities you have today. So with that, we will see in the next of my slide, and we'll see how the rest of my presentation. So thank you very much for listening again. We'll see you soon for the rest of my presentation. Have a good day. Bye-bye.